Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so in the last couple tutorials, you've seen me type a word and then type some brackets after that. For example, you can type in your favorite planet, right? And you can type in to lower case. Simply enough. And you see these two brackets, the semicolon, and then everything is gone to the lowercase. So what do these brackets do? Well, basically what you're calling in what we call a method within the engine here, and this is already some pre-made code to actually go and do this. Now you can actually make your own methods later on. You can say, if let's say we were making a game where you'd fly to Mars, you'd say Mars or spaceship dot fly to Mars. We could do that, and in these brackets here, we could actually put in something that would make sense. Like, for example, let's say have the right cargo to go to Mars. You can put pretty much whatever makes sense in there. Now, in this case, we don't really need to put anything here, but in the next case, will put something, and I'm going to show you how to round a number. Now, if you don't know how to round a number or what rounding is, basically, if you have a number, let's say like 4.6, it's either going to go to 5 or 4. So it's either, if it's closer to 4, it's going to go to 4, and if it's closer to 5, it's going to go to 5. So if I type in math.round, and what I want to do is, let's say 4.5 semicolon, guess what? It rounds it to 5. So let's just try that again. Math.round, okay, and we're going to say 4.2, okay, and then you see that I actually didn't put the semicolon there, and it did it anyway, but you should always put the semicolon there, okay? And you can see it goes to 4. And likewise, if I go math.round, and I just try this, it gives me this kind of error, right? And the reason is that you need to go and put something in these brackets for it to do. Okay, and this becomes a really important concept, because later on what we end up doing is we actually end up making these methods, and we end up passing variables into these methods. So you could say something like, and this is completely pseudocode here. If, let's say, you're making a game, and there's like a bank or some kind of app that has to do with money, you can say bank dot, and then you can put the variable money in there, right? And we haven't set this up, but let's say you pass the right amount of money, and the money gives you some of it back or whatever, right? Or if you made, let's say, something like a burger app, right? So you can say burger and say wallet money. So do you have enough money? And then in there you could check to see whether you have enough money or not, right? And of course these I'm getting errors here because these don't exist. I'm just making them up on the spot. And so that's what those brackets do. I'll see you guys next time.